This is Zara. She'll introduce herself here momentarily, but together we run Scene Makers and we're here to help businesses grow their visibility online. Zara, go ahead and
Ma'am.
introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Like Alfyn said, I am Zyra Gutierrez. I'm co-partner with Scene Makers with Alfyn.
Awesome. And, this is something that a lot of people, definitely struggle with, right? Um, Thinking about what to post. People start posting randomly with definitely no strategy behind it, hoping it lands, hoping it reaches someone, right? But the
Yeah.
problem is, a lot of people are doing it, right? Are you noticing
Yeah.
that too?
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I feel like you can tell when the post is intentional versus something that you're just posting because you weren't prepared for it, you know?
Yeah, and what does not work is when you post now and then you disappear, and then post again and then disappear again.
Yeah.
What
You
really
have to build
builds
up of it.
momentum and engagement is that consistency,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. And interacting with your audience, you know? If you post something and someone comments, make sure you're responding and you're not just leaving your comments there to hang. Build that
Mm-hmm.
engagement within your profile.
And when people, I feel like, doesn't see results or it's quiet, a lot of people, I feel like, quit. It's so easy to just quit, especially if you hop on or you go on social media, you get maybe one like, which, to be honest, I typically
I
do.
get that. I was like, I get that sometimes.
I typically
Sometimes,
get like one
yeah.
like, but you know what? We just do it anyways, right? As long as you're clear with your messaging, who's your target audience, and what you're trying to do on social, just keep going because you really never know who's watching.
Absolutely. And you know what,
So,
Alvin? We should give
yeah.
them around like 3 pillars, some ideas on how to get their Instagram going. That way, if we give them those three, we're going to give you guys a task. If you're actually watching this, we're going to give you 3 pillars and we want you to actually follow it with your social media. And then on our next live, I want you guys to comment what that did to your profiles.
So whenever I'm posting, whenever I'm trying to live in social media, there's three things I live by or I kind of think about. One is visibility, getting on there. Two is clarity, and three is education. So value. So those three things is what I intend to, talk about or portray. Why choose you? Why choose you to become the realtor? Or why choose you to help them build your brand? So I want to
Right.
be able to show that with keeping clarity, visibility, and education in mind. How about
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Do you have
No,
different pillars?
No, I think the name one would be education for sure. Teach us something. Teach me something I don't know, or teach me something. Clarify. There we go. Clarify something that I might have a wrong understanding since we all have different perspectives. That would be number one. Number two, I'd say is proof. Show me your testimonials. I've always been a social media girl. I love whenever I look, I'll be 100% transparent with all of you. I love to get stuff done. And I love to look at plastic surgery all the time. And the number one thing I like to do is I like to see results. I like to see before and afters. And what makes me feel more confident with them is I like to see testimonials. That is one thing. Or for example, I'm going to use this. She's part of Brand and Build. Yummy is by Yuli, the
Mm,
bakery. How so many individuals talk about how good her cakes are. Her conchas. I've actually had her concha at
you
the birthday
did?
dinner.
It's like that's
Yeah.
how I reached out to you because
Yes.
I tried her conchas and I don't like conchas. And
Uh-huh.
Monica, shout out to Monica, she gave it to me. She's like, Alfyn, try this. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to. Because
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy them. Because
Yeah.
I've tried
Yeah.
that one concha that was super dry and like made me cough. So 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 I wasn't gonna try hers.
Yeah.
But I took it home and that
Yeah.
concha was sitting on the table and I was like, maybe I'll try it. And I tried it
Oh,
and I was like, I need to hit her up. I need more of
yes.
this.
Yes. And that's exactly who's going to be doing Penny's cake for her birthday. Yeah.
Ooh.
Just because I'm like, it's word of mouth. The testimonials is what's going to get you that attraction, you know?
Yeah.
Literally, that's like the number one lead capture right there. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then oh man, the third one. I'm like, oh, now I'm thinking, I'm like, what can we do for the third one? Okay, so I said education. I said testimonials. Man, help me out, Alfyn, because I feel like those are two are the show. Oh, no. Personality. How can someone relate to you? Like you and I, we're two different. We have two different personalities. There's some individuals that bond more with you because they click with your personality. And then there's others that bond with me, you know? So definitely like showcase your personality. Do not be afraid. The number one thing that Alfyn and I always preach to you guys is stop caring what other people think. You know, people are always going to talk about you regardless it's good, regardless it's bad. Put yourself out there because you'll have those. There's this TikTok trend that's like, oh, you guys might laugh at me for my little post, but there's like someone like across the country always liking your stuff, you know? But it's so true. You'll have those individuals that can relate to you. I thought my little post about like, for example, my teas I posted today. I'm huge around my, oh, sorry guys, that's a business card. I'm huge when it comes to my teas. So, and I thought, you know, no one really cared about it until the day I got sick. I think I told you, Alfyn, I got sick and I was like asking for recommendations on my story. And people were like, you know what, Zyra, we want to know what you take because we like watching what you take since you're like a herbal person. And I was like, me? You want to know what I take? So stuff like that, build personality because you'd be surprised how many people actually admire you, you know? So those would be my
Absolutely.
top three. Mm-hmm.
So, depending who you are, who your brand is, identify 3 pillars that you're constantly thinking about on how you want to show up on social media. So you heard about Zara, you heard about where I'm coming from, and don't think like you're stuck to those 3. You can always change it out. How I always view things is if it's not working, pivot.
Yeah.
If it's not
Yeah.
working, pivot.
Yeah. And
You know
stick
what I
to
mean?
it. You know, don't give up. Stick to it for a couple of weeks. You know, I'd say like a good 2 months. And then if nothing really comes out of it, then like Alfyn says, pivot.
And I'm not saying
Mhm.
pivot and do something else, but pivot
Mhm.
as to what type of content. Like a
Yes.
pivot
Yes. Yes.
to,
Yes.
okay, maybe my post is not working, maybe do it a
Mhm.
video, or my videos are not doing well, make it a carousel. If my carousel is not doing
Yes.
well, do a green screen. So pivot that way. I'm not saying like social media is not working, let me go do mailers instead. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's just an example. Do not go like the extreme, like I'm giving up, but pivoting to different styles maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not ignoring any of you. I'm actually trying to pull it up on my phone so I can show you all. But if you don't know how to read your analytics, please feel free to DM scene makers, and we would love to get you scheduled on a call. You know, we Alfyn and I we do these calls together, and we can go through your social medias. That way, we can help you read your analytics. But your analytics will actually show you what is more engaging. If it's your, sorry guys, I don't have my glasses. I can't find my glasses. So, but there's a way that you can see what works, what's attracting other people. Is it your reels? Is it your pictures? That way you know what to actually post, you
You
know?
know what we should do, Zara? And I just thought
Ah,
about this. We
uh-huh.
should do a like soft audit on people's socials. Like maybe
Ooh,
businesses, small
yes.
businesses. It's public
Yep.
information. We could just pull up their social and pinpoint things that could possibly be improved to gain a little bit more traction.
Oh, yeah. And as you guys can see, you could see my reels. No one really watches my reels, my post, but my stories are always top. And then you can see, you know, is it more followers, non-followers, more
And
followers?
it's weird because me and Zaira's opposite. I get more non-followers following me than actual followers. So it varies. And that just
Yeah.
tells me maybe I'm not reaching more of my following and maybe I can tailor it to them, but it also goes to show like who's your target audience. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
my type of content is reaching another demographic outside
Yeah.
of your circle, which is good, which is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So next up, let's go ahead and pull up a small business and maybe kind of like do a mild audit and see like we how can we
Help
upgrade?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can even
Yeah.
do it on our own. Like, okay, Zara,
Yeah.
look at mine. What do you
I
think is
do
working,
mine.
is not working? And then we'll pull up another another small business. So if you're a small business and you're watching this now or later, go ahead and comment below. If you want us to pick you and pull yours up and do a mild audit, we're not going to be super mean. We're not going to be mean at all. We're just
We're
going to
not
find ways
mean. We're
on
not mean
how
girls.
on how things can be improved, maybe reworded, because there's things on there that you definitely do want to have, like who are you servicing? Like, are you servicing Reno, Sparks, Fernley? Like, are you nationwide, worldwide? Some people forget to put that on there, but those are
Yeah.
some of the things that people don't know you are gonna see. Like, is this person in Reno? Is this
Mhm.
person in Carson? So those are some things that we can definitely help pinpoint. Make sure you have those key things that maybe people are that are out from the outside looking
Yeah.
in to see if they want to work with you.
Oh yeah. And the top one, Alfyn. The top one. It is, can someone search you by your name and know exactly what you do by your name?
And fun fact, this was you,
That
right?
was me when I was changing my name.
Yeah, and
Huh?
also one of our people in our networking group, I could not find her at all
Yeah.
because she was using her business name. So you're making it so hard for people to find you online when you do have to use your name, right? And another
Yep.
thing people do, and we'll move on to this topic, is they don't use their photo. But your photo is your brand. You are your brand.
Your face is your brand.
Your
Absolutely.
face
A
is
lot
your
of
face.
entrepreneurs don't realize that it's your face. Your face is your
Absolutely.
brand.
So prime example, if you look at my photography page, it's my logo. And the only reason why I have that is because right now my main highlight and focus is real estate, right? And scene makers, of course. But with those, you see my face, right? So eventually with scene makers, we're going to probably change that. We'll see. It's going to be a decision between us if you want to do that. But right now, scene makers, we want people to notify and see like our logo, as you can see up there.
The
Yeah,
name.
but you as a person, you're your own brand, and a lot of people tend
But
to.
even with that, oh,
Hmm?
sorry. I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But even I wanted to add to what you were saying. Like, even though our name, Scene Makers, is on our profile picture, guess what's the first pinned photo on our Instagram? It's Alfyn and I because that's the brand. And then we have the team on there, you know? So even if you have that, make sure when someone clicks on their profile, they can automatically target who does Scene Makers belong to? What is Scene Makers? Who is behind Scene Makers?
Absolutely. And then just to kind of pivot a little bit, besides um, profile audit, which I feel like we should do. We should start doing. I think that's value added. We'll start with ours, and we can critique our own and see how we can improve even ours between our profiles, and then we'll move on to small businesses. So if you're listening now or later, and you're a small business that needs help and want us to do it live, see how we can help you, maybe upgrade or add a few things on your bio. Comment
Mm-hmm.
below, and we'd love to help you. Um, Also, let's
Yes.
talk about stories and posts, right? So, this is something I've also talked to somebody about. It's people don't know you from the get go, from the outside, right? And
Mm-hmm.
treat your post as an authority type of way, to where you're always introducing who you are, because not random people but other people outside of your sphere of influence, if they're coming to your page and that's the first post they see, they're going to predetermine or determine what you do from that post. So if you assume that people already know what you do, then you're missing out on captivating those audience, because a lot of people are like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
people know who I am, or people know, what I do. That's not the case. It's only the people close to you that knows, possibly. But if you're trying to reach a
Yeah.
different audience, you're trying to reach. That's why in every introduction, I'm always like, hey, I'm Alfyn, your local realtor in Reno Sparks, because I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's going to be watching.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to introduce myself right away. I'm not going to assume people just know me. I feel like no one knows me. And that's what you do on your
Aw.
post. You put
Yeah.
authority on there. And then on your
Mm-hmm.
stories, that's how you build trust. That's how people get to know you as a person. Are you silly? Are you serious? You're already kind of navigating through people that want to work with you. And that's why I kind of throw in a little bit of my personality, a little bit of behind the scenes of my life, because I want to attract the people that would love to work with me, that would love my silliness. That would love that how hard I try to hustle every day. Not try, I do. I feel like I do. So I want people to see that. I want people to relate to me.
Oh yeah.
So post is your authority, who you are, what do you do, and then trust is how you're going to make people feel about you. So, what are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree with you. Absolutely. Right now, as we were talking, I was thinking about my personal Instagram account. And it's so true. Like all of my posts is everything of who I am. If you look at my Instagram, automatically you're already gonna know what I do for work. You're already gonna know that I'm married. You're already gonna know my family. I know there's some people that are extremely private with their family, and I respect that 100% just because the world is a scary place. But I'm not a private person, and I've never been a private person, so that's not me. So automatically you would know that. Watching my story, oh, then you'll know I'm really into the gym. Watching my stories, then you get a more personal touch of who I am. You see me with balancing momhood. You see behind the scenes with Scene Makers. I post literally. I'm not okay. There's this joke all of my sisters make that they call me. I'm the Facebook Live person of the family. The Facebook Live tia, because literally at parties I'm always like ching, ching, ching. Literally yesterday I went out to eat with my family and I was like, everyone, we were all like going our separate ways. And I was like, wait, we didn't take a picture. So then I made sure everyone came back for the picture I posted. But you see all that, and I feel like that's where a lot of the engagement comes to my profile. And I feel like I've made this year alone, Alfyn. I keep looking straight because I have my light, guys, and like I said, I'm blind and I can't find my glasses. But this year alone, I kid you not, I have grown my circle. Would you say circle of influence? Or I don't know how you would say it, Alfyn. Please help me out here. But I feel like my group of friends have grown from like this to this. My partnerships have been from here to here, just for posting on social media. And I'm the type of girl that I'm on social media every single day. I have more friends online than in person because we're all over here trying to balance work, momhood, families, like all this stuff. But it's crazy, Alfyn, what posting has done for me. Not even kidding. And I hope that if you guys watching our live, you take everything we say to you and just implement it. Just try it out, because I was scared. I was that person. My profile was private for the longest time ever. And Alfyn was the one who helped me get out of my shell. She's like, just go for it. You're going to do amazing. I listened to Alfyn, and that was the best decision I ever made. Like, no joke. So just take everything we tell you guys, try it out, and you won't regret it. You'll be like me, calling us like, oh my God, Sarah and Alfyn, guess what?
Yeah, when there's this saying, success is when opportunity meets what? What? I feel like I just saw this. Give me a second. Now I need to.
Yeah.
Now I need to find it. I'm like,
Success is when opportunity meets something.
oh my gosh, it's in the tip of my tongue.
Let's see. Success is when opportunity meets. Success is when opportunity meets preparation.
Yes, success is where preparation and opportunity meet.
Oh.
So,
success
is when preparation and opportunity meet. Right? So if you are doing the same thing you're doing now, where are you going to be?
The same place that you are right now. No growth.
Right?
Literally.
So if you just move a step forward, one step forward at a time, prepare for what you want to be or accomplish in life. And I feel like those tiny steps combined day by day will lead to success.
Actually, one of my clients, we actually talk about this, Alfyn. He is very afraid of change. And it's something that I constantly have to remind them, like, if you continue to do what you're doing right now, you're not going to get to where you want to be, you know? And it's crazy that you're bringing this up because it's literally the conversation we were having yesterday. It all started because I was encouraging them. I was like, you should record videos of yourself like this, talking to your phone. I was like, just quick 10-second post it. Don't even think about it. That video we recorded at that bakery, I sent it to them as an example. I was like, look what I did. Don't even think about it. Just post it. It's hard because it's something I'm learning as myself. You know, it's something I'm practicing just because I've always been the type of person that I wanted to be pitch perfect. But sometimes pitch perfect is very robotic, you know? And that's something Alfyn has taught me a lot. And it's like, just go for it, post it. You know why? Because how many more views are you going to get from, hey guys, this is new to me. I've never done this. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm taking you all with me and we're going to do this together, compared to like,
So here's the thing,
you
that
know?
video you took that you're never going to post is 0 views. But if you keep that mentality of it needs to be perfect, you get 0 views. If it's unperfect, you post it, you get 20 views. 20 compared to 0 is way better, right? And here's the thing, it's like you don't want to
Absolutely.
wait for your people to see you perfect. It's good when they come, hop on and see your journey from imperfection to better, because I don't believe in perfection. It's just progress each time. There's
Yeah,
always ways to grow and improve and upgrade. I feel like you can always keep upgrading, right? Always have progress. There's,
absolutely.
in my head, and I can be totally wrong, is there's no such thing as perfection. There's always just progress. So do you want people, are you, how long are you going to wait for people to see you up here? Instead, bring them in your journey while you're here, 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 here. Because then you're never going
Yeah.
to meet people here if you haven't even worked and try to bring them along the hard, you know? So,
And that's where you influence people. The trust is starting to get
yeah.
built
And
because they relate.
if I focused on that, then I would always think, oh my gosh, my double chin, no. Oh my gosh, I stuttered, no. Oh my gosh, I I forgot a word, or I said something different and I'm like, I'm not gonna post it. No, now I've gotten to a point where no, people are gonna see my imperfections. I'm only human. Send it, because maybe that one photo leads me to one client, or one reel is gonna probably lead me to one client. I will never know if I never post. you
Mm-hmm.
know so there's just endless possibilities. She could be doing good. I mean, you don't have to do this. A lot of people get very, very successful without branding. However, the what I tell people is, the difference is branding can create impact.
Yeah.
So do you want to be impactful, or do you want to just stay in your lane, do what you need to do and get paid? That's totally fine too. Not everyone's meant to brand themselves. There's billionaires or millionaires that make a lot of money without branding. But, if you want to one day, donate or help a nonprofit or bring people into an event for a good cause, then it's good when you have some type of branding and backing and authority to do that. So those are just some things, that branding is very valuable, and what it could bring. It could bring your business from here to here. There's just so much, but time is up. We are we are at that time. We can go on and on about branding, but
Hours.
we do have a plan. And just like what Zaire said, it's not about posting randomly. It's about having a system. Me and Zaire have a system for the month of March. But what we would like to include, I feel like would be very beneficial, is if for a couple of minutes, talk and see how we can upgrade, because we can always upgrade, a social media, profile, audit it really quick, and see how it can be better. So we'll start with us first. But if anyone's watching and you want a mild audit or a quick social media audit, put your name below. Would love to do that for you. And if you want an exact template on, how we use with business, as far as getting you a system, go ahead and comment system below, and we'll send you a content planning template as well. So Yay. Other than that, Zara, do you have any other questions, concerns?
No, just don't forget, we challenge you. Try those 3 pillars, or even if you just want to think about what are the 3 pillars that you want to build, comment them.
Yeah, we want to
And we're going to hold you accountable.
We want to help you.
Yep. Yes.
All right, we'll see you soon. We're here every week, and let's grow. Bye.